Come walking, come on people, have yourself a ball. You know you wanna come walking, it's only natural. Hola, hola. Welcome to WaTalking with Middle-Aged Adventure Walks. I'm Liesl.
I'm Jeffrey.
And today we are at, where are we, Jeffrey?
Cenote Azul.
In Bacalar.
Un lugar sagrado.
Un lugar
Sacred place.
It was.
And we just went swimming in a place where the grandmas and the grandpas go and they take care of it. So you're supposed to enjoy it and take care of the place.
Yes, but then what happened to me, Jeffrey? What
Pure
happened to me?
terror.
Just pure terror.
Her heart works well.
My heart does work. So just want to start by saying that we do watch The Witcher. And, part of this jungle that we were walking in, because we didn't go right in the area that we just showed you.
We're in Bacalar also.
Yes, I said that.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
Yeah. And it was, we were making jokes about how, like, if you were going to shoot The Witcher, this is where you would shoot it.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah, that kind of thing. And so then I got real brave, because I'm not the best swimmer.
So brave.
Yeah, and I got in, and that was great.
Yeah. And it was beautiful, and it was deep,
beautiful,
and it was blue.
Really deep.
She was hanging onto the branch like that fellow was out there.
Yeah, hanging on to the branch, and
doing
that
so
was,
well.
Oh man! And then suddenly these bubbles,
Big roiling bubbles.
big, huge, roiling.
Like,
oh my God!
And of course, I had swam just a bit away, and then
Yes. So then I was like, Jeffrey, what is happening?
to my credit, she can vouch for it. I swam towards her.
You did.
And the selkies.
You
that
came to rescue me from the selkies that were obviously going to pull me under and eat me.
Yeah, but then it was so weird because I looked underwater and I couldn't see anything, and then it was like, then I identified the massive bubbles coming from way down because it was really deep.
So we guess it must just be the earth breathing.
Yeah,
But
because this cenote is a freshwater spring essentially.
yeah, the color was just, oh my gosh, it was magic. But also I was very terrified, and then I got out, and that was great.
And that was that.
That was that. So we're heading up to, back up to the main road, and we're going to walk towards Bacalar and have a nice little WaTalking. We got some fun things to talk about, like Bacalar, a little bit about Mexico, and also we want to share a little bit about our Maya train experiences. So,
And we're about 45 minutes outside of Centro and Bacalar.
oh, and stromolites too.
Stromolitos.
Stromolitos.
No, stromatolitos.
Stromatolitos?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Stromatolites in English.
Stromatolites.
Yeah.
Do you know what those are if you are watching or listening to this? Because we didn't before we came here, and yet they're kind of everything. Are they not?
Well, yeah, they're the foundation of life.
They are rocks that breathe. Breathing rocks. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And why haven't we heard of these things?
I mean,
More? Maybe you have, but most people have not. Anytime we bring them up, we haven't really had anybody who's like, oh, I know what those are.
and I feel like we would have studied them in biology. Why would we have not studied them in biology?
And again, breathing rocks.
Breathing rocks. So we'll walk by a park that you can pay to go into. We're not going to go into it, but that's a good place, I think, if you wanted to see them. You could see them.
And where we just were, the Cenote Azul, you can pay. There's a place with a restaurant and things.
Yes.
Just a bit down from where we were. But that was the free location.
That was.
And we could have shown you the entrance, but
Well, there's clues. If you really
Yeah.
want to go there, you got enough clues to figure it out.
yeah, because we're just going to keep it, we're not the kind of places like, hey, you need to go here and find
No.
it.
No.
Got to do some work.
Also, be warned, there are things called skelkies that might pull you under. I don't know.
Yeah. So the other interesting,
I
well,
know
there's
too.
tons of interesting things, but one of the interesting things here is there's hills.
Yeah, actual hills.
We're walking up slope.
I know.
Our muscles are like, what is happening?
What is happening?
Because if you've spent time in the Yucatan,
Ta-da.
you're basically walking around on flat everywhere you go.
Yeah.
The entire peninsula is flat. And it's really interesting, that spot on top of it, because of the Cenote Azul, with the cenote there and the stromatolitos. They're just on the other side of us here towards the lagoon,
Yeah.
which is on our right,
Yeah.
if you're watching. And the fact that those two things are in the same area, there's the stromatolitos along the whole lagoon, but there's a huge conglomeration right in this area. So there's
Yeah.
got to be something linked between the two things.
It's pretty cool.
But naturally, it's a spectacular place.
Yeah, it is spectacular. We feel very fortunate. This is our second time in Bacalar. We were here 2 years ago, which for some reason we didn't shoot very many walks.
We did 2 in the day.
Which is ridiculous. I look back and I'm like, why? But I was really obsessed about just like going and swimming in the water, I guess.
And you can go back, you can watch those. And we did 1 at night, which we ended up running.
That one ended so well.
Yeah.
It was so cool.
We ran into a concert.
We did run into a concert. I love it when stuff like that happens. So fabulous.
And we'll get a shot of the lagoon coming up here on the right.
Yeah, and on the other side is the highway.
Yeah.
Which is pretty wild.
That goes, on the other side of the cenote, so it goes around the cenote. But pretty well in Bacalar, you don't really notice the highway if you're anywhere in Centro. There you go, there's the lagoon.
Yeah.
It's called the Laguna de Siete Colores, which is the Lagoon of 7 Colors. And right now we can see a bunch.
Yeah,
bunch of different colors.
It is very spectacular. The water's really interesting. It reminds me a bit of the water in Banff, like kind of sulfury, and I don't know, it just has a similarity to that. There's not a lot of plant or fish life in it, it seems.
Yeah, just though I did see a big catfish in there yesterday.
Yeah, that was also terrifying.
Some sort of catfish-like thing.
Yep.
Luckily it didn't eat Liesl.
Yeah, no, that didn't eat me, so that was great.
And that was down at the public dock.
Yeah.
Which we show in one of our previous walks.
Yes.
We'll probably show this year again. We'll probably.
Oh, I'm sure we will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they call this area the Maldives of Mexico, which doesn't make any sense to me. Woo! And just letting the traffic go by.
Yeah.
It's
I think
it's
it's
not
the color.
the ocean.
No, I think it's the color of the water.
Sure.
Is what they're comparing it
And that seems to be the only thing, as far as we can tell, because you're not allowed to drink in the Maldives.
No.
It's a very religious place. Mexico is
is.
very religious with Catholicism, but
different.
you're not allowed to wear bikinis and things like that in the Maldives. We've never been there.
I think there's like certain resorts
that allow it.
That you can go to, but in general, yeah, it's not. They're not. It's not like in Mexico where they're like, come, wear the tiniest bikini, show your whole butt crack, and drink lots of beer.
Yeah, as long as you're wearing that tiny string.
As long as that top triangle is covered.
You're good.
Everything else, I don't want to get into it. That's for a whole other situation.
Liesl's fascinated by that.
I'm not. It's like a whole thing. Okay, we're into it.
Yeah, we're into it.
We just got into it. I like butts. I think butts are great. A good bum is fabulous.
She's Irish. They like patting bums.
Yeah, like it's a whole thing. Here's the highway, getting all loud during the butt part. It's fine. and
whoa, whoa. Speaking of loud.
Oh my God. Just what the heck?
It's all happening.
Hey?
It's all happening.
It is all happening.
There's a big ant thing, by the way, right by your feet. They're carrying.
Oh my God!
Yeah, they're carrying leaves.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can show the
Well, here,
ants.
if you're going to go back here.
Go back here. Okay.
Yeah, because this is where they're going crazy.
Oh hi! You can see my shadow. Oh, whoa!
Right here on the wall.
Whoa!
Check that out.
Whoa!
Those are big ants.
Those are big ants. They're seriously carrying a lot of leaves.
Yeah, that bush doesn't stand a chance.
Whoa!
And there are a lot of ants in Bacalar.
Yes.
In case you're wondering.
Yeah.
A lot of boat tours.
Okay, but should we get into the butts?
I don't even know.
Here's the thing. When did we decide that as long as you've got the top triangle
should we get
covered?
Into the butts? I'm just gonna leave that there.
that as long
Here's
as
the flowers you like, by the way.
I do. I love these flowers. That as long as the top triangle is covered, then that's okay. Except for if you have a plumber butt, then that's what you're showing me is the top triangle. So what is the androgynous zone here? We're not entirely sure. Also, I really like butts, but I have to say, with the constant full crack on display, it's just...
Well, it's not full crack. I mean,
it's a lot of crack. There's a lot of butt crack that's out there. And all the bathing suits are going right up. Like, I personally just don't want things riding up my butt the whole day, especially a wet bikini. This is not what I'm down with, right? So, like, a nice cut, that it can be a high cut. It can show a lot of butt. It can, do what it needs to do, but just cover that crack. It's hotter, ladies. It's more attractive.
Well, and the funniest thing...
I'm just putting that out there.
For us Gen Xers, is this was not a thing up until what, like 10 years ago? I mean, it was in Brazil a little
I
more,
don't
but
even
like,
know if 5 years ago.
yeah.
I don't even know.
And all of a sudden it just started happening.
Yeah.
And now pretty well everybody does.
Yeah, like all ages, which I'm not body shaming. That's great. Okay. I'm just saying that actually for someone like me who likes butts and all sorts of different butts, I find it more attractive if that crack has got some fat. Leave some to the imagination,
There you go.
you know?
Yeah.
I don't need to see the whole jingle jangle all the time. Also to know that everything's all wet and riding up there. Not hot, loud.
So going by the highway here, we're really glad that we haven't had to go on the highway. We from Cancun to Bacalar, it's hours of a drive.
Yes.
A long, long way. And yeah, we're really glad that we haven't had to go on it because we've been taking the Maya train. And again, the Maya train is controversial.
It is controversial, and it's controversial because of cenotes, which we were just down and in. And
We were last here 2 years ago, it wasn't even here.
no, and there was
they
a
were-
lot of protesting around the damage that they were doing building the Maya train, I think especially around Tulum and the cenotes.
And
Which,
so
that's not cool. We're not down with that.
We don't support environmental destruction.
No, we do not.
However, it is one of those situations where the highway from here to Tulum is not twinned. In other words, there's no divider. And when we did it on the bus 2 years ago, it was
hello.
quite the situation where buses are passing cement trucks. And you're
Well,
just
if you've driven in Mexico, you know a 2-lane highway is more like a 4-lane highway.
And we sit in the front if we're on a bus, which we are not going to do hopefully this trip. Just it's easier for my lady friend here.
Yes.
And then you can see everything going on. You're like, oh God, here we go. We're going to pass again. And you don't rest for hours and hours. So the Maya train that way is very peaceful, very relaxing.
Yes, and also Cancun, isn't it like one of the most visited cities
in Latin America, yeah.
So there's a lot of people coming through here. So they're expecting to move a lot of people around this area and around the Yucatan.
Yeah.
And if you're going to move a lot of people, well, a train is a great way to do it.
And the stations are, we talked about before, are massive. The Bacalar one, though, is interesting because it's actually kind of a suitable size.
Yeah.
And it actually was full of gift shops and various things. It felt like a train station with life.
Yeah.
Whereas the one we left earlier in Playa del Carmen, this was just a few days ago, is like a mausoleum. I mean, it's like Grand Central
Oh my
Station
gosh.
practically. And,
It's just huge, but then there's really not a lot in there.
and empty for the most
Yeah,
part.
and a lot of things saying, you know, future home of something or other, but nothing in there so far. And it's been going for a couple of years, maybe finished for,
Yeah.
I don't know how long, a year?
Yeah,
More
probably
than a
about 2
year?
years ago now.
Yeah.
So you think, if the future thing's coming, the future hasn't arrived yet.
No.
And
And I want to also point out that a lot of Mexicans are very proud of it.
Yeah,
And the people
that's-
riding the train.
there's mixed opinions,
Yeah, there's mixed opinions.
as
and
there are on most things in the world.
There is a lot of pride about it as well. And it is a beautiful train when you're on it and you're riding it. And the website is way easier now than when we first
Yeah,
took it.
it's easy to buy tickets online. You can
Yeah.
get your ticket that you want.
What was the kayaker
There you go.
in the distance?
And it's one of those things, it's a challenge, but on the other hand, like morally, but on the other hand, the train is going, whether we're on it or not.
It is.
And once that transportation exists, and public transportation, for those of us who get motion sickness on a bus, it's
that'd be
so much easier
So much easier.
being on the Maya train. What was interesting this time is we went in the afternoon and got here in dark,
Yeah.
and it got cold on the Maya train.
Yes,
The
it
Tren
did.
Maya.
It did. The people across from us were wearing their parkas.
The Mexicans, they had puffy jackets
Yeah,
on.
they did. Oh,
Hey,
I
look
want
at
to
this
show
blooming cactus.
Yeah, it's gonna bloom.
If you're just listening,
Whoa.
there's big flower buds coming out of the cactus.
So
And weirdly enough, on the
amazing.
one that's bent over, the rest of the cactus isn't.
Maybe because it's panicking.
There's
It's
symbolism
like
in
it must
that.
bloom. Yeah, these cacti are very cool. Yeah, so if you're going on the Maya train, wear your warm clothes.
Like I actually had to put sleeves on for the first time.
Yeah.
So we're dealing with hills and sleeves for the first time that we had. And
Yeah.
I was thinking that it was electric, but it's not. They're planning on making it electric, the Maya train.
okay.
But it is still running on diesel. But again, if we were on the Adeo bus,
Adeo.
then it would be running on fossil fuels as well. So
Yes.
the train is going, the bus would be going too, but we're
Yeah.
just glad not to be on it.
Yeah, so here is this park that we are coming up to.
2 years ago this was closed, so
This
we're
was
happy that it's
closed.
open again because it
Yeah.
looks like it's more of a locally run operation.
It does.
And you can come here, it said for 100 pesos, 100 pesos,
Yeah.
and looks like stay for the day.
They probably have bathrooms and baños.
And then there are some stromatolitos out there.
Stromatolitos.
I guess, did we pass the one? We passed the
We
empty?
did.
Did we show it? I can't
No,
remember.
it was back
It was back there, everybody.
Yeah, sorry. You did not get to see that. Some things you do not get to see. Some things we have MIDI moments about, and that is just...
And you got to see it ourselves.
Yeah.
Well, and I think if we shine it out here, once we get past here, I think we can see it a bit out the end, but
I don't know about
they're
that.
way out there, and with the camera, it'll be pretty small.
Yeah.
But there's your entrance.
There's your
And it looks like it's a
entrance.
day thing, so you go there for the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
you
a
can,
dock you can swim off of or
you can
something
just see
like
them
that.
in the water there.
Yeah.
They're kind of submerged.
They are kind of submerged. Breathing rocks. So very cool.
And then what was really neat too about the Maya train is a lot of them, like for instance, when we arrived in Puerto Morelos
Here, I'm going to
from
show this
Cancun,
photo. Yes, keep going.
we basically, oh yeah, there you go. There's a photo of it.
Yeah.
That's as close as you're gonna see it.
Yeah, there
There's-
you go. So yeah, what you're
There
saying?
was only a taxi there, one taxi when we got off, and I think there was 4 people that got off the train.
Right.
And at least in this one, there was about 10 people. But it's really interesting because if you want to appreciate something right now that isn't being that taken advantage of, the Maya train is pretty empty most of the time
It
that
really
we're on
is.
it.
Yeah.
And so we got this brand new train system
Yeah.
that you can get tickets on last minute, no problem. And
Yeah.
it's maybe more than the bus, but not that much more.
Yeah, and it's maybe a bit more of a thing, you know, like there are buses probably going more frequently, and maybe you can get to where you're going quicker and
And the
cheaper
buses go,
and-
like we had to go to the main bus station in Playa del Carmen, and
Yeah.
then you have to take a shuttle, an Adeo,
Adeo.
which was fun for us in a way to be in the Adeo station, just get a little flashback, a little nostalgia to when we went around all over the Yucatan on the buses.
Yeah.
And then it takes you to the Playa del Carmen station. But then, and that's the thing, is all the stations are outside of the cities. They talked
Yes.
about putting them closer to the cities. And they are later up on our tour when we were doing the whole Maya train tour, the Yucatan Peninsula. Some of them are going to go through the little towns.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
But this one was actually almost the easiest we've had, because you come out at the station in Bacalar, and even though it was dark, there was, maybe 10, 12 people got off. Some people were going to the all-inclusive. And then right away, a woman tells you, boom, just walk over here.
Yeah.
There's the bus tickets.
Yeah.
Then the shuttle bus is right outside,
Yeah, it was 50 pesos for the both of us, so that was nice.
which is great. And then get on that, boom, you're at the Zocalo. You don't
Yeah.
even have to stop at the highway. That's where the
No.
bus drops you off at the highway.
Yeah.
Which isn't as pleasant.
No, it was great. We got right off, and there was like, was it Saturday? It was Saturday night, I think.
Saturday night.
Saturday night. So there were fire dancers,
Yeah, and the market was in full swing.
drumming happening.
So you kind of just get dumped right in the middle, right by the fort, which we've shot in another video, but we'll probably show again.
Yeah, we'll show again.
And it was a really pleasant thing, and so it was just nice to be here now. And what was really funny was when we're in Puerto Morelos, where we started here, and you can see our videos. We're Gen Xers. We feel young there. We're
Yes.
spry youth
Yeah.
compared to a lot of people
I mean,
there.
we've talked about this before about how we just never really see our demographic out traveling in the world.
Because then you arrive in Bacalar, and now we're old.
Yeah, we are the old people. I was going to say that yesterday when we were on the public dock, we were the oldest people.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh, we are the aged ones. Everyone else is youthful. We are the aged.
And it's probably because Bacalar is, farther to get to, because Puerto Morelos is 20 minutes on the Maya train, whereas from Playa del Carmen to Bacalar, it's 4 hours plus.
Well, it used to be much more of a travel adventure, especially when you
Yeah.
had to take the Adeo. But now, with the Maya train, really, it isn't. It technically should be easier.
It's an interesting
and-
property across the way there.
Yeah, and be getting, more tourists. When we were here last time...
You don't see that much, by the way. It's just like a grass meadow.
No, you don't. It was, when were we here? It was like March?
2 years ago. Oh, yeah, March, in the spring.
In the spring. So, I don't know. We're thinking maybe it must have been spring break or something going on, because it was bopping. It was busy in Bacalar, which I was expecting again, because we're right before the holidays. But so far, Grandma's worried about Bacalar. Grandma's like, I thought the train was coming and Bacalar was going to be this like super hopping place. And like the place that we're staying right now, we're the only people in there.
Yeah, and last time when we stayed there, it was full
It was
most nights.
packed, yeah. So,
And
know,
we just thought it would be way more growth, way more. And they're building new buildings, and
Yes.
there are new restaurants. One that we went to. That was the same guy.
It's loud, isn't it?
We've had to wait for that guy twice now.
Come on now,
And the
bro.
same cab was following him last
Bro,
time. What the heck's going on?
What's it? What?
We're in a time warp.
Time warp? Weird time warpy thing?
We
Must
went
be.
to Aromas y Sabores,
Yeah.
and it's a new place
Buenas tardes.
on 7th Avenue in Bacalar.
Say that
and
again. Aromas.
Aromas y Sabores.
Sabores.
We've
What
left a
a
review on there.
pleasant surprise that was.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Tell the
Pechuga
story
and
of
panizada.
how we found it.
Okay, so what was
Oh,
happening?
we've been calling it pollo empanizado, by the way.
Yeah.
It's different things. Pollo empanizado is fried chicken.
Fried chicken.
Pechuga empanizada,
That's more like a chicken schnitzel, which is what
yeah,
I'm looking for.
a breaded chicken
Breaded, but except
breast.
for with like a cornmeal kind of.
And for Liesel's
breading.
Austrian blood, oh man,
Oh.
it hits her spot.
It really hits a lot
So
of
it's
spots.
empanizada, empanizada.
Exactly.
That's the beach beat. We heard a lot of beach beat.
A lot of beach beat. So what happened
Yeah,
is
this was a few nights ago.
we were out and about walking, which we do, and sometimes we end up walking further than we think. Happens a lot where we're like, we're just gonna go for a little stroll, and then 3 hours later we're like, whoa, we're hungry.
That's how we found this area for the first time. We went out for an evening stroll and ended up at the Cenote back where we started.
We did. Here's a nice empty crazy property. So we were out on the stroll, and then I was getting overstimulated, as happens to me, and hungry and tired. And it looked like it was gonna rain, and so I was like, let's just get back to our place, and then we can figure out what we're gonna eat. And
Watch
figure
the
out
Dave
what
trap
we're
at your
gonna
feet,
do.
by the way.
Oh, Dave trap, big Dave trap.
Shout out to Dave, to the Brick
Shout out
Boys,
to Dave, the Brick
who
Boys.
we met in Bacalar at
did.
La Poblana. I don't know if we're gonna make it that far, but we just shot a video coming this way.
Yeah.
And we started it there. And the
Yes.
Dave trap is where all of a sudden there's huge gaps in the sidewalk, and Dave actually fell in one.
Yeah, well, they
Had a
were
time.
traveling and had a time and had to go to the hospital, and it was a whole thing. So we keep our eyes open for those Dave traps, and that's what we call them now. From here on in, they're Dave traps. Back to the story.
Yeah, multiple stories.
Yeah, and so the rain was coming, and so we were gonna try and make it home before the rain came, but then the rain was like, no, I am coming now. And
Luckily we
like,
had umbrellas because
we
we've
did.
learned that.
yes, we have learned this.
We only have one today. That's how
Not
much of a
trust
risk
the
we're taking.
weather reports, because the weather changes here constantly and they never actually know what it's going to be. So the rain started coming, and it was like, oh my God, now we're gonna get wet. And then just ahead was this little wee place that had a menu
Right on the edge
out
of town. Would have been
front.
the last restaurant.
Yeah, and we were kind of like, I don't know, let's just take a look at the menu. And then boom, I saw pechuga and panizada, and I was like, we're stopping here. That's happening. No idea what this place is, but we're
We
gonna
both
go.
sensed it.
Yeah, we did. And so we went in, and the skies opened, and it started raining like crazy. And I thank the rain now.
Yeah, because we wouldn't have
for-
stopped.
No, we wouldn't have. And oh my gosh, such good food.
She's only been open for 2 months.
So everything homemade. She makes her own ice creams, her own paletas, and it was delicious.
We might
and
even go there today.
yeah, no, we're going. I'm going for the enchiladas suizas with salsa verde. I'm excited. I've been thinking about them since we were there last. Because
And we'll get her name this time.
Yeah, we'll get her name. So, yeah, I don't know what the point of that was, other than delicious, eating it, going
Pechuga
back
and
there.
panizada.
Yeah, panizada. Yeah, there you go.
Good. Well, that was just a great story.
That was a great story.
Because we were so excited.
I was so
And again, the food was freaking delicious.
I wept. I wept
was,
at the
there was weeping.
deliciousness. I was just like so happy to have found that place, and because in Bacalar, we found okay places to eat last time.
Yeah.
But it also seems like it gets kind of higher end with a lot of steak, which maybe you want to go out and have some fine dining with steak. Well,
Yeah,
Bacalar's
between
got
200 and
some
300 pesos,
Yeah.
you can find something, no problem.
Yeah.
Super fancy. Not super fancy. Rustic, eco-fancy.
Yes, rustic eco fancy. Oh, that cab honked at us.
Yeah,
He
they
was
don't do
like,
that much in Playa.
Oh, he was 69.
69.
69.
But in Bacalar, they definitely honk at you. They want you
Yeah.
to pick them up.
If
We've
you're
told
like-
the story about the ZWAT taxis and another WaTalking if you want to
Yeah,
check
totally.
it out.
But they give you a little honk here, because I think they're always confused. They're like, why are these gringos walking? And we're not gringos. Why are those Canadienses
Yeah.
walking where they're walking?
We got told we weren't gringos by our friends in ZWAT.
That's
so.
right, Canadienses.
Yeah.
So there you have it. And this area is so interesting because right now there's sort of, you can see the walls on the one side, and those tend to be like pretty fancy houses, really. Private fancy houses. Some of them you can rent. Every now and then there's a hotel, but coming up further there's more hotels. which are kind of outside of town. I always call it a food wasteland, where it's like, yeah, but what if I want a bag of chips? Where's my closest tienda?
Or Peñafiel
There,
pop.
there is one little one,
Yeah, one, yeah.
but it's
Well, and
one.
it saved us last time when we
It
went
did.
out for our evening stroll, and
It did.
then we're dehydrated, so
Yeah.
we got some electrolytes,
Yes.
which they're not sponsoring us, but
Delicious.
they really help you when they come through.
They
in
really
a
do.
pinch, and
Yes.
they've
Uva
expanded
is
now
my
to Canada
favorite.
if you want them.
Oh, have they?
Yeah,
They're in
pretty sure.
Canada? Really?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. you
Yeah, they're
can.
way better than the other electrolyte drinks that I won't mention their names that
Yeah,
you can get.
other people can do that.
Yeah,
if
they can
want.
figure out. But
But these ones really work, we find. But you
Yeah.
can also get these tablets that we've got down here. They're from Germany. They're great.
yeah, they are great.
And then you get, it's basically a pop. It's basically a healthy pop.
Yes. Maybe not as sweet, which is lovely. But as I don't know if I have said, I love the Peñafiel.
And that's her
In
marg.
Limon. That's my marg.
That's
2
our
for
joke, because
margs.
people say that. Oh, I can't wait to get my marg.
I need a marg. 2
Margaritas,
for 1 marg.
obviously.
Yeah. I will show the lagoon if it. Well, that one's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Oh, because you kind of can see that house that's fancy with the lagoon in the background.
So many boat tours out there.
Ooh, boat tours.
Dozens
Yeah.
and dozens of boats.
But apparently on Wednesdays.
Oh, yeah, tomorrow.
Tomorrow, they give it a break.
They did
the
that 2
lagoon a
years ago,
break.
so we think they'll still do the
Yeah,
same.
and there aren't any tours or any boats on Wednesdays, so it's a lovely time.
And I had one of my best swims. Actually, today in that Cenote Azul there was one of my better swims.
Before I was terrified.
Yeah.
Before you saved my life.
Because it was so deep. Lisa was so brave. She was hanging onto a
Thank you.
branch, but it was like almost the deepest I've ever seen you swim in.
Yeah, it was like my body could tell how deep it was.
Because I couldn't see the bottom the slightest, and it was crystal clear. So,
I mean, the water was beautiful. Had
Yeah.
it not been that color, I don't know if I would have gone in.
and so that was one of
It
the
was
color
so
was one of the
beautiful.
things that when last year or 2 years ago on Wednesday, I went swimming out to. It's pretty shallow for a while in Bacalar. You can
Well, especially at the
by the eco park.
Yeah, the eco park.
Eco park.
Which
And-
I like because then I can very much touch, as opposed
Yeah.
to the public dock. Not so much. Something's noisy coming up here. I
And you
know
don't want to
what
go
it
too
is.
far out with all the boat tours going by. The gecko just went by. You probably can't see it.
Yeah, and also the jet skis, the teenagers
Jet
on the
skis.
jet skis who are just out there to murder.
You never know.
No.
So I went swimming out, and it was one of the best swims I ever had because I got to the place where it drops off. So the color went from that turquoise to like that beautiful
that really
blue.
dark blue.
Yeah, and then it was just so deep, and
Amazing.
it was so peaceful out there without the boats and everything. And you know, that's there's
Amazing.
real controversy right now about the boat tours in the lake because they pay a lot of attention to the stromatolitos, and they don't want any damage to happen to the lake.
Because I don't
but
think
on
there
the
are a
other
lot
hand-
of stromolitos left in the world.
No, there's like I think there's 5 or
Which
6
is
places.
wild.
There's like one in China and one in Africa. And
Yeah.
so that's the thing. This is on top of just being beautiful and unique in its own right. It's unique because of that.
Yeah.
And some people want to get rid of the boat tours, where it obviously seems like it's one of the main economic livelihoods here.
Yeah. So that's hard.
At least they don't do it for Wednesday if you want that peace and quiet.
Yes.
And it is remarkable, the difference.
Hello, Bougainvillea. And as that I'm not the best swimmer, sometimes I talk about getting water wings and joining you, but I don't know. Then I'm always like, what if one pops? Then what happens? Moo. So far we just, you go have your swims and I hang out, and that's great. Well, I wanted to say that it's interesting on this walk on the other side of the street how undeveloped it is.
Yeah.
Or sometimes there's local little shacks, but it looks like it's starting to change the closer that we get to town.
Yeah.
And there is more development happening on that other side of the street.
And right now we're passing one of these things. They don't have this everywhere in Mexico.
Garbage thing?
Yeah, and they're the place where you put your garbage. Like
Yeah.
in Ziwa, you just put it out on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
But here, each place has these little raised containers,
Yeah,
and I guess it's to keep the dogs out of it and stuff. But
I guess.
that's where you put your.
Does it work?
But in Ziwa, the garbage goes like every day. They're like, it's an efficient machine. So
It is.
that's a neat mural.
Yeah.
There's your traditional scene. That's what it used to be. See, that's what it could have been attacking. It could have been a jaguar underwater.
Nobody knew. Nobody knew what it was, but it seemed really big and like it was gonna come for me.
And
so.
again, I swam for it because when
I
we're
know,
talking
you
bubbles,
did.
we're talking like
Big.
roiling bubbles. So
really big bubbles.
even though I knew there was no crocodilos in there because how would they have a cenote place that they
Also,
have
I
people
don't
pay
know
money?
if-
But I had a moment where I was like, oh God, those are obviously crocodiles. That's how big the boiling water was.
Oh my God.
And I was swimming towards those crocodiles. I
You
was
were.
ready to wrestle
I know, thank you.
those crocodiles.
Thank you. That's love.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, and then we learned you rip its tongue out and go for its eyes or something.
Yeah, but
Hopefully we'll never have to find out. But
no, we won't.
I was ready though.
I mean, I don't know if we will, but hopefully we won't have to find out, because that's what they say. They say that if you're getting attacked by a crocodile and it's already bitten your arm for whatever reason, probably because you're like, shoo, crocodile, get away from me. Or thinking you can punch it in the nose, which apparently does not work, even though on other animals it may.
Like bears.
Yeah. So if your arm is in there, that you're supposed to like try and tear its esophagus or at its like epiglottis or whatever, that will start a little enough and then it will let go of your arm. Apparently, I'm not trying it out. Or go for its eyes, but where are the eyes? They're so tiny.
I mean,
And you're gonna be
armor.
like freaking out. Are you really gonna be like, eyes?
Maybe. I mean, in the moment.
Maybe.
Hopefully.
Maybe now that you know these things, you'll be ready.
And then we'll shoot again more at the eco park, but it's interesting because they're very casual about the crocodile presence there, and we have seen one, and it hung out
That's
in
right.
the same spot all the time.
It did.
By the boardwalk, and then all of a sudden it wasn't there.
Yeah.
Which on one hand you're like, okay, that's fine, but on the other hand, where'd it go? And then there's definitely this one area where it looks like a path to that area where the crocodile was. And that path doesn't look like a human path. It looks like a place where a crocodile would slither along.
Yes, it does. That's true.
So,
But then we have not heard of any crocodile attacks or anything.
no, and we have spent most of our lives in bear country back in Canada.
Yes.
And people are often, oh my gosh, bears. Whereas, we're relatively casual about bears.
Well, I grew up
We've-
with so many bears.
Yeah, and we've had them in our backyard in our house. And
Yeah, and like trying to leave a party at, in high school, and you had to use the back door because the bear was at the front door. Or sometimes it was big elk. You never know.
just regular.
Just normal.
So they have that same attitude towards cocodrilos here where they're like, oh yeah, this is
Yeah.
crocodile.
I think we're getting a little bit of raindrops.
We are, this is what we go through to do these things. We are getting drizzled upon.
Yeah, but it's just that one cloud. It's just like literally that one cloud that's above us.
So I think our gear will make it. Oh, it's a good test.
Oh man. Ooh,
Or
look at
I
this
could,
fancy house.
we could stop and I could rummage around because there's a tree here you could go under.
I'll go under the tree.
Should I rummage around for the umbrellas?
No, it's gonna be done in like
Oh,
2 seconds, isn't it?
well, we can keep going then.
You think?
I mean, it's up to you.
All right. Let's keep going.
Here, I got it right here.
Yeah, boom.
Boom.
Boom shalaki. Great, thank you. If everything has a purple tinge, you know why. And Jeffrey just has to get wet. So chivalrous you are.
Well, and the rain's just so refreshing here.
It is.
And just
is.
before we left Playa del Carmen, I might have mentioned it, but we had a swim in a sun shower. And there was no fear of lightning or anything, so I was just so relaxed. And oh my God, it was so beautiful because the sparkling water with the big drips blooshing into the water everywhere around me. These are big drops though.
These are big drops. And I also enjoyed that because, I mean, I feel like normally we don't just like hang out and sit in the rain, but it
Yeah.
was warm, so I did.
Yeah,
And it was really nice.
yeah.
Just to
And
like
you just put up
sit.
this umbrella that's over your head, you just put it over our stuff, and
Yep, yep.
you're like, whatever.
Yeah, and I just sat and got wet in the rain. It was very relaxing, I feel like, for my, I don't know, what my
Ions?
energy. Ions, yes, thank you. That's what I was looking for. Because I felt very blissed out after sitting in the rain like that.
Well, I think we both felt after being in that cenote too just now.
Well,
Felt quite blissed out. Same with the lagoon.
I mean, I had some terror, so
Oh,
I
yeah, right.
definitely had
Other than the pure
like
terror.
some adrenal rush.
but again, your
happening.
heart works, little adrenaline rush,
Yeah,
always
yeah.
fun.
Yeah, just check it out as a middle ager. I'm like, yep, no, my heart works, so that's great. Good to know. It can pound. Look at that pretty fancy pool is right off the lagoon. Oh, the colors of the lagoon. Beautiful.
And they there was legit pirates here, as there often are in these areas. And
Yeah.
a lot of people take a boat tour to the pirate place. As again, we don't love boat tours for the aforementioned motion sickness reasons. However, they would attack. They'd hang out in this other lagoon there, and they'd attack boats and things.
Well, I
So,
believe that's why the fort is here, is it not?
yep, to fight off pirates.
Fight off the pirates. Arr.
And then it's funny also because a lot of the pirates are English pirates. And we often, in Canada, the pirates are often not English. You don't usually see that. Like Pirates
yeah.
of the Caribbean is,
Yeah, right.
I guess he's English, yeah? Maybe
Yeah,
he's
no, they're
English.
English. There's some English pirates.
So that's what's funny here is that the pirates are usually the English.
doing some piracy. Arr.
And other than the highway just over there and the odd vehicle going by, that's part of what we really like about Bacalar is it's really quite peaceful here. And for the most part.
Yeah, except we were going to talk about...
Yeah, that's what I just thought about.
Just in general.
But like compared to Playa del Carmen, for instance, we loved our time in our area in Luis Donaldo Colosio. That's we can say we stayed on 30th Avenue. Beautiful food options. Like it was the opposite of a food wasteland. You could get all the food there.
Oh, it was great.
Maybe not Chinese food right in the area, but like it was fantastic.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
We loved it. Ooh, we're having a sun shower again.
Ooh, there might be a rainbow somewhere.
And
yeah, I'll do a little 360 and show the clouds over there too.
As soon as we arrived in Bacalar,
oh,
the energy just drops right off. There's way more green space, way more earth.
Yeah.
There's even grass in areas.
Yeah. Which is very nice.
However, though, it is interesting because we're staying at the place we stayed 2 years ago. We actually bounced back and forth between these two places. The other one we stayed at was Casa Plana, which, by the way, has doubled in price in 2 years. So that's an example of things changing over time. Even though it doesn't, like we were saying, seem like there's as much tourist demand so far as we can tell. And again, maybe it's the time of year.
Maybe.
But we're enjoying our place that we're in. It's nice cross breeze in our room, and the people are very nice, and there's a family that live there. They're lovely.
Yeah.
However, there's a however. This morning we had construction at 8. We had a rooster at 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
The amplification, there were people playing music till past midnight the other night.
Yeah.
And what was the other one?
Did we say construction?
Ants.
Ants. There's some ants.
The whole building was shaking with construction.
Yeah.
And
give and take. We say that.
Yeah.
Traveling is a lot of give and take.
Yeah.
And on one hand, we're in paradise, and on the other hand, there's things that you have to put up with, like doing mass murder of ants on a daily basis.
Yeah. And we think we figured it out. It's always a good idea to travel with tape.
Tape.
Some kind of electric tape, gorilla tape.
You never know when you might need tape, and it can be hard to find.
Shout out to Red Green.
Yes.
And it seems to be working right now, but they weren't like those other ants we showed you. They're the opposite. They're the littlest ants you've ever seen.
So tiny.
Really fast.
Yeah, really tiny, really fast, a lot of them.
But like they got into we had some coffee in a bag.
Yeah,
sealed coffee.
Sealed coffee.
And they went nuts for that the first night.
In my backpack.
So
I'm probably going to forevermore have ant detritus in that backpack now.
It's important to know about Mexico that we were going to be writing a guidebook to Mexico with tips like this.
Yeah.
But you do have to deal with these things, and you can often have music playing till 2 in the morning, and then the roosters at 6, and somebody's going around with amplification or honking a horn at like 7 in the morning. So the window of quiet sometimes at night is maybe 5 hours.
Yeah, and that's what we realized is that it's not so much the music that's the problem, it's the amplification of everything. It's that, Mexico would have been such a different place before they amplified.
We almost wish we could live that Mexico.
Yeah.
Where then it was just everything acoustic.
Yeah. Whereas now, everything's amplified, including, the guys riding around selling juice.
Yeah.
Amplified. It's all amplified.
And we're always amazed that they can just listen to the same message over and over and over and over.
There.
Yummy.
Bananas.
Yummy.
Bananas.
And the hardships you have to deal with. Our bananas this morning, normally you get bananas here in 3 days.
Hard.
They're ripe.
Yes, it was very hard.
It was an absolute hardship. They were still unripe after 3 days. They're like
what?
These miracle bananas. It's like, what is even happening here?
Don't even know.
And we even thought we could eat them. No. These are the hardships.
Yeah, that was hardship.
And where we spend a lot of time is in British Columbia.
Yes.
And in Canada. And they are going through it right now with the atmospheric rivers.
They are going through it with the flooding.
And the highway, if we were going to go back to where our house is, that highway's closed right now. And apparently there was 21 sites where the road washed out and different culverts and things. And that's the area that isn't the freezing cold area.
Yeah.
Though Liesl was also saying, though, in Banff right now, apparently it was raining recently.
It was raining.
In December.
And never when... Those are beautiful. Never, when I was growing up, I do not remember it once raining in December in Banff. Like, that was unheard of.
Yeah, there was, this atmospheric river thing. We saw that beetle earlier. the atmospheric river thing is a new thing. Like, I mean, obviously there's been heavy rain in Vancouver, as everybody knows.
Well, it's like they existed before, but they just came up with a name, and
because
now
they're so
they
much
love
worse,
the
so
name.
they needed a name because they are destructive.
Yeah.
And Abbotsford again is being flooded. The Sumas Lake is refilling. Oh, here's
Casacina.
So this is where we finished our previous walk.
Yes.
Shot earlier
And
today.
we had scouted it out before, so we knew that we were going to be able to get in there, and that was going to be okay.
And Cenote Esmeralda is right there. And that's another cenote like the one we just started by.
Yeah.
Except that one is inland that we started by. This one's actually in the lagoon itself.
Which is wild.
So you can take tours there.
Yes.
My folks kayak there back in the day.
Yes.
Shout out to my folks.
Yes. Hi, folks.
And they actually were the ones who really talked to us the most about this place first.
Well, also there's a lot of influencers.
Now, yeah.
So like
So
on
there we go.
IG
My folks
and
were influencers.
stuff. Yeah, there was like influencers who were all like, "Do you want to go to the Maldives of Mexico? Check out Bacalar." And so I kept seeing all these things, and then the more I watched them, the more they showed them to me, obviously. And I was like, "Well, Bacalar looks really nice." And so 2 years ago, we were like, let's give it a shot. I really wanted to come and check it out. Plus, your parents did really like it. And we had quite the time when we were coming down because our accommodations fell through, and we were dealing with that on the bus ride out. And then where the bus drops you off on the highway is not what Bacalar is.
It's not the most scenic part of Bacalar.
No, but we didn't know that at the time. And so after this whole thing and the accommodation and then the bus dropped us off on the highway, I was sort of like, oh no, what have we done? Like, I'm so sorry that I brought us here. I don't know what this is going to be.
And
but
then
once we walked a couple blocks inland, it was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
And then we ended up staying a month.
Yeah, we weren't going to stay as long. And then we kept being like,
And it was great too because
Stay
we ended up
longer.
at Casa Poblana, and even though it had a shared kitchen, which we like to have a private kitchen, we don't even have a kitchen right now.
No.
That's the other hardships, man.
Yeah.
The hardships we're dealing with.
Yeah.
We're eating our,
But the
we're eating
place
our
does have
porridge out of yogurt containers.
Yes, we are. We're glamping, kind of. But our place we're staying at has water. Oh
Yeah,
my
and
goodness.
hot
If
water.
you can find a place that supplies water for you, whew, that makes a difference.
And so 2 years ago, then we ended up at Casa Poblana where we started the walk we did this morning.
Yeah.
And it was so nice because by the end of it, Lisa was friends with the abuela there, the grandma.
Oh my
and
gosh.
She was giving hugs and
She
she was
made
giving
me
us,
Tucky chicken, we called
Yeah.
it. My grandma, hi Nanny, who's no longer alive,
R.I.P.
but
Nanny.
hanging out and paying attention probably. She would make this, and other people's grandmas or abuelas probably make this, where you make with cornflakes.
Yeah.
Like a savory cornflake kind of breading that you then coat the chicken on and bake it. And she always called it Tucky chicken, like Kentucky chicken, but Tucky, because we like to have names for things. And so this beautiful abuela there, I don't even know, we were trying to communicate. I was doing my best Spanish. She was doing her best English. She was delightful. And she brought this plate of food, and here it was the Tucky chicken, I'm going to cry.
Well, and I've eaten
like my
Nanny's. Yeah, it
grandma's.
was almost the exact
Oh
same.
my gosh. Well, and I did cry. I
Yeah.
cried at her because I was like, that's amazing.
There was
Like,
crying, there was hugs.
Well, I hadn't had, Tucky chicken
Yeah.
since my
Oh, she
grandma
got
made
it.
it.
She understood.
She did. She understood. She hugged me.
Yeah.
I could have hugged her all day. It was beautiful. Oh, I
So
loved it.
that's a great example of you can have a thing where you're like, oh my God, it's dark. We're arriving on the highway. What is going to happen?
Yes.
We don't know where we're staying.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden, Grandma's making you Tucky chicken, and
I'm
there's
weeping.
tears and hugs.
Yeah, right? Give and take.
Yeah.
And it's always just good to remind myself of that, because sometimes during the give parts, I'm like, what is happening?
Yeah.
And then wonderful things happen.
And so what's happened to us is the weather in Canada, the winter, we've said it before, but we did a lot of winters in
Yes.
Canada. And now we come here and we're willing to put up with these hardships ultimately. And I say that in quotations with a tongue in the cheek, but
Tongue is
there are times
very
when the
big in the
construction's
cheek.
waking you up and there's ants
No,
everywhere.
it's very
and,
true.
It
That's
can
very
become
true.
a mild thing.
Yeah, it can become a mild thing.
And you're eating your breakfast out of a yogurt container and with plastic spoons and styrofoam cups for your.
Which we're reusing our styrofoam cups.
Yeah, we are glamping hard.
Yeah, it's a thing.
But I know there's people like my cousin who's in a place, Buenas tardes, where it's tropical and he can't come back to winters in Canada. He has
Yeah.
expressed that.
Well, even, oh gosh, I was just, being here, I think it's getting down to 22 at night or something, and I had to ask for a warmer
Yeah.
blanket.
Yeah, 22.
because I was getting cold at night, and I was like, what is happening to me?
Yeah, and I even went and snuggled with you around 5:30.
I know.
We could ask for another blanket, but you know, we're actually in double beds right now. We're getting really personal here, but we don't normally do that.
No.
But there are 2 double beds.
Yeah.
So it's like, well,
So,
because they're pretty small double beds.
Yeah,
We
they're not
normally
the
like a
biggest.
queen. King's
Yeah.
almost too big.
King is too big, then I can't find you.
Couples can relate to this, I'm
yeah,
sure.
I'm like, where are you?
Yeah,
It's
where'd
too
you go?
far away. But a queen, nice queen, that's what we're looking for usually.
Yeah, so when you
But,
get a
you know,
double, it can get a
Give
little
and
tight.
take, give and take.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've each taken a bed.
So we were bed hopping. There was some bed
but
hopping.
then
'cause
we only
you were
asked
in
for
my
one
bed.
blanket.
Yeah, which I think we're okay with.
I think so.
I think we're
We're gonna do okay.
Yeah.
Between that and then I was also gonna mention hot showers, which
Yeah.
when we first started coming to Mexico, I just thought I was like, that's ridiculous. I don't need that. That's like, what a thing to have to do. It's so hot. Why would I need a warm shower? And then shout out to our friends, Ava and Carlos and Ziwa.
Ziwa.
It was always like, oh no, hot showers, they're great. You need to have a hot shower, they're amazing. And now I am a convert, and I like, it doesn't have to be a hot shower, but like a nice warm shower, even in the tropics. I don't know, there's something, it's lovely.
Well, the water pressure at this place, because sometimes water pressure can be a little, there's water shortages all throughout Mexico. That's part of the thing with the
Yes.
over-tourist. It's an issue,
Yes,
as it
that's
is
true.
in lots of places in the world right now. Not enough water, and tourism becoming an issue, over-tourism.
Yeah,
They call it something else, but I'm going with that.
yeah,
And the water pressure in Bacalar
yeah.
is phenomenal.
Yeah, it really is.
This place,
I know, it's like, turn it down.
Yeah.
I don't need it so hard, yo.
So we're getting a little more in kind of the eco-touristy now
Yes, we
area. It's
are.
less like fancy mansions and
More like whatever this place once was or is, no one knows.
just more vegetation and
Fancy walls like this. Bit of development happening across the street. But as you can see, we have still not hit a tienda. We are still in a food wasteland.
well, and at this pace we probably won't end up reaching Bacalar itself, but
No, we won't work because we're at 46 already.
we can go as long as we want, really, as
mean,
long
we
as
can.
we have storage on the camera.
That's true, that's true.
But yeah, there's stuff like this place with fancy products, eco products,
Yeah,
healthcare things, and
yeah,
skincare.
yoga, massage, yoga wear.
Yeah, it's very much into that, and the place where we've spent a lot of times in the mountains of Canada would love it here.
But then
in fact, a lot of
also,
people come here.
You know,
Well, they gotta put it
Life.
somewhere.
life exists.
Yeah,
It's not all fancy all the time.
but it just shows how far you can walk along here, and it's just been, either fancy mansions or
Yeah.
nice houses.
Or like across the street, things getting developed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then
Totally.
here they have restaurant, bars, tours, massages.
Massages, all the things that way. Yeah, it's pretty great.
And then we're having really fun, obviously, shooting these things for our Middle Age Adventure Walks channel. I think we said that it was Middle Age Adventure Walks.
Yep, I did at the beginning.
Yeah, I know your intro.
Mall.
Your intro has
We
a
call
song
it
and everything.
mall.
Everybody,
I know, my song. We're working on it. I don't know. I think it's pretty fun.
and we love doing it. And then that's an interesting development we had recently, where we put up a short from our Playa del Carmen Christmas market, and they love Stitch down here, of Lilo and Stitch fame.
Yeah, like Stitch got more applause than Santa.
Can you believe that?
I
More than
couldn't.
Rudolph, more than the Grinch was close.
Really?
I think Grinch was second, and then
Mickey or Minnie Mouse, though, no, hardly anything.
Yeah,
They're
how
like,
does Minnie
"Whatever,
get this like that?"
I don't know, but they
kids
just did
were
not care
just
about
like,
Minnie.
whatever,
Yeah.
whatever, Minnie. But Stitch,
Stitch.
or as they say down here, Stitch.
Stitch.
He was the big hit.
Big hit.
So we figured, okay, well, what you can do is, when you do shorts, you can do a remix where you actually just take 15 to 60 seconds of the video, the long video you put up, and make a little short out of it. So we did that, and it ended up getting 10 views, but it was shown 10 times.
Whoa.
So it got watched 10 out of 10.
Wow.
And people looped it and watched it. It had all the retention, it had all the likes, it had everything. And yet it only got shown 10 times.
Yeah.
And I did some research, asked the Cylons, like, why did this one not get shown? None of the reasons they gave were reasons that applied to this. And there's been an interesting phenomenon where Liesl and I thought this might happen, or at least I did. I'll cop to it.
Ooh.
Where when we got monetized, which was in April of this year, there was a suspicious part of me. And again, I'm going to talk a bit about the GOGs here and the YouTubes, and now they're going to listen to me and punish us. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's why they didn't show the Steech one, because I keep talking about it like this.
I know, and they hear us and then they punish us.
And then we're pirates.
Because we're pirates. Arr.
Canadian pirates.
Yep. Ooh, look at this wall. Keep talking.
Oh, yeah. You showed this on the other one,
I know,
too.
I like it.
She likes architecture. She has a good appreciation for proper building. And
but yeah, it's kind of hard being a slave to the algorithm, because I think that
because it can get fishy sometimes.
It can get fishy, and also, like, our subscribership has really dropped off.
That's what I was getting at.
Which I think is unfortunate, because I think we have amazing videos.
But that's the part that I thought would happen. And right up until the point we got monetized, we were at this certain rate, and we haven't changed anything.
Yeah.
And there was a part of me that was like, I wonder what's going to happen this way about that. And our strategy was exactly the same.
Yeah.
Pretty well our views have been the same, watch hours the same.
Except we have, we're starting to do the WaTalkings, which have been getting good views, which is great.
Yeah.
And that was kind of by request, because we had a lot of people, as we've said, wanting to hear us talk and being like, oh, you're delightful and all that.
Because we are delightful.
Yeah.
We know we are.
We know we are.
You can think whatever you want.
Yes.
We know we are.
Regardless, we're going to keep going because I really enjoy shooting these.
And we had our biggest revenue day recently.
Which is exciting.
We won't say what. We're not those kind of people.
No.
You don't need to get into our pocket.
That's right.
And our watch hours, they usually do a bump around the holidays.
Yeah.
And they were back up to a level that was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And so, on that sense, it is encouraging. However, Mota.
Oh,
Mota in the air.
Mota.
That was funny in our last WaTalking too, about that on camera, totally got offered Mota.
Yeah. It's getting loud. Rich area.
It was just interesting that my suspicions came true, that all of a sudden our subscriber growth just did kind of bottom out. And it doesn't matter as much once you're monetized.
No.
Subscribers, obviously we like them, and apparently we live in a post-social media world where none of that stuff matters as much. I don't know if that's true or not. That's what they say.
Yeah.
And it was interesting. So I'm just basically giving like a warning to the goggles and the tubes that we got our eye on you.
Yeah, we got our eye on you.
We know you're giving money to the ballrooms. That's why we're happy taking your money, like pirates.
Yeah, pirates are.
But it was convenient. Let's put it that way. That when we were working for free for them essentially at the beginning. Boom, boom, boom. Subscribers showing up. Boom, boom, boom.
Right.
And then all of a sudden.
Yeah.
As soon as they start paying us, things change. I don't know if anybody else, let us know in the comments if this has occurred to you.
Yeah.
But so again, we want to keep doing this.
Yes.
But what you can do to help us out as much as possible is, the bots and bot farms. You can have an organic bot farm. Tell people if you like it, and they can just put on the video and just put it in the background. And if we had 100 people we knew who were like, I'm just going to watch this, I'm going to create a bot farm, I'm going to tell people, we could do this indefinitely.
That'd be amazing.
And we still can, probably.
Yes.
And that would just be a great way. And, again, we're staying at the place we're staying, which is not any of these fancy places. So we don't need a lot.
I don't need to stay at the fancy places.
Yeah, my lady friend doesn't like it too fancy.
No, I don't like it too fancy. But yeah, that's very true. And part of it is that, we've talked about this a bit before, that we are not algorithm put us in a box type people. We do many different things. We wear many different hats. This is one of the hats that we're wearing. This is one of the things that we're doing. The fact that we do our rom-commies on this channel as well as our walkumentaries, and they aren't so much walking tours of being like, here's this and here's that and shloobity-wop-wow. We just sort of, want you to experience the tone and the mood that is set within the video, and have your own critical thinking about what you're seeing and what you're experiencing and what's going on. We think that's really important to keep that kind of curiosity and critical thinking alive. The algos don't necessarily agree with that. So, it does make it a little bit more difficult, but at the same time, we are uncompromising in a lot of ways because of standing behind our morals and beliefs, and we don't want to be sellouts and don't want to be wannabes.
Well, and like Lisa mentioned the rom-commies, that's a great example because you're supposedly not supposed to do things that don't represent your genre or your niche.
Like if the algos had their way, all we would do would be just walking in Mexico. That's
Yeah.
it. But we don't.
Yeah.
We do other things, and we're going to go other places.
Here's the
and
tienda,
we don't
by the way,
even know.
the
Yeah,
legendary
here's
tienda.
the legendary one tienda.
This is the one place, and this is the place that saved us with those electrolytes back in the day.
Yeah.
Sí, sí, yo sé que sí.
Yeah. But we don't even know where we're going next year. We're not sure. We don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So,
And how many people can say that?
which is exciting and great, but at the same time, we're like, oh my gosh, what are the algos even going to do with that?
Well,
Nobody
we always
knows.
knew we wanted season 3 when we started. We were like, let's just get
Yes.
season 1,
Yeah.
season 2, season 3.
Yeah.
Here we are. We made it.
We did.
Obviously, we want a season 4.
Yes.
That's the goal. The more, again, you can help us spread the word, spread the thing, get people, create our organic bot farm.
That's right.
By the way, there's this one cloud that's
Yeah.
been behind us now.
I know.
And it's just like lurking.
Just lurking.
Which
but
happens
the clouds
sometimes.
here are so beautiful. I love the clouds. They're huge.
Yeah, the cloud
and they're
game.
beautiful. The cloud game.
And
is
the sparkle
strong.
game.
Sparkle game.
So something really interesting also that we just saw it back there, reminded me of it in Bacalar. We saw it a little bit in Playa del Carmen, but you don't see it really in Ziwa. You don't see it in
Yes.
Puerto Morelos. And I make a joke about Bacalar is that they wear their helmets backwards
Yeah,
in Bacalar.
they do.
And it's this thing, I don't know who started it, what the trend is,
Yeah.
whether there's no rules against it and they're allowed to, or somebody thought it was cool and then everybody else started following. Who knows?
Who knows?
But everybody wears their motorbike helmets backwards. And they have these interesting helmets that all have a little brim on them. They don't have visors, just a little brim.
Yeah.
Not like a baseball cap, like a little small one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if the sun was out right now,
You'd be able to see that water in such a way. I know, look at it just
it's just
hovering
one strip
there.
of cloud. There's no other, the whole thing is blue sky above us.
Come on, cloud. Get
For
your
our people.
move on. I
They've-
know,
they've watched
for
it this
people.
far.
They have.
They deserve that.
They deserve
Just give
to
it to
see
them.
the blue of that Bacalar.
I mean, it's still beautiful.
It is. But
And it might be coming out in like a
I
minute
know.
or two.
That's
but
why I'm just gonna hang out here, and I think we'll wrap up.
okay,
'Cause
really?
It's about that time.
All right.
It's just about that time.
And so it's fascinating to see all the backwards helmets. And then it's so funny because the way it is, often the back of the helmet ends up going down in front of their eyeballs.
Yeah.
And so you see them often trying to get the thing out of their eyeballs so they can't see. And then you'll see the old timers going along and they don't have it backwards. So
No.
they don't seem to have joined in on that whole
No.
program. But
No, I'm showing you
Bacalar.
the cloud. There's the one cloud.
look at that. It's been
Look
there
at
the
it.
whole time.
It's hanging out.
I mean, those are beautiful heavenly rays.
It is beautiful. The hardships.
The hardships.
Oh gosh, the hardships, so many. If you have made it this far into this video, thank you so much. We appreciate you. We know that your time is precious and we do not want to take advantage of that. So we thank you so much for being here and clicking on our videos.
bird's saying bye,
and
too.
That bird is saying bye. Thank you, bird. Yes.
It's like the bird in K-pop Demon Hunters.
It kind of is, isn't it? Let's see if I can get it up there. I'm not sure if I can. But yeah, we appreciate you. We appreciate you being here. We have a lot of fabulous walkumentaries coming up. As we've said, we're taking the Maya train around the Yucatan and heading up into Palenque, which is very adventurous and exciting. And we're looking forward to sharing all those walks with you. Currently, we have a lot of walks coming out in Playa del Carmen. A lot of really fabulous ones. One of the favorite walks that
Yeah,
we've
today. Yeah, talk
ever
about that a little
shot.
bit,
Oh my
yeah.
God, I'm so excited about it. Well, first of all, I'd like to give a shout out to our Mount Assiniboine walks, Mount Assiniboine, because the fact that we got to go there and that we got to be there with Chick Scott, who did the first winter ascent up Mount Assiniboine, and you can walk with him on our walks. Like that was spectacular. So those are way up there with some of my favorite walking.
But you have a new
for
favorite.
sure. Well, here's what happened, is that sometimes the timing is just magic.
And you can
on
watch this today
things.
and keep this in mind.
Oh my gosh, it's just magic. If I was trying to direct this one-shot take of everything that happened the way that it happened, it would have been so difficult to do. It would have been like the Ed Sheeran Netflix special. I would have had to have like teams of people readying the piano player and the break dancers and the fire dancers all at the right time. I was a buzz. The moon was big that night, and oh my goodness, afterwards, Jeffrey, was I not a buzz? I was so excited. I was sweating so hard. I just couldn't believe the timing of how everything just kept falling into place with the time. And then the ending is hauntingly beautiful, and yeah, it's one of my favorite videos that we have ever shot, and I'm so excited to share it with you guys and to have those moments and to be able to share them with you. So again, thank you so much. Anything you'd like to add?
Well, by like 30 more seconds, 45 more seconds, because the sun is coming
yeah.
out as we speak.
Oh yeah, here it comes.
Your patience has paid off.
Patience has paid off. Here it comes. Show that water, baby.
We can even go down just a little bit here.
Well, I don't know. We don't even know. This is
They'll
like
kick us
someone's
out.
house.
No, whatever.
I'm not. No, I can see it's close.
But just go down a bit so
I
we
don't
can
like to get in
just like
trouble.
10 feet.
Okay, just like
They're not
10
going to kick
feet.
us out for 10
They
feet.
are, and somebody's making a loud noise because always.
The hardships.
The hardships.
Come on, shine in the lagoon.
It's on the lagoon.
No. You're shooting. I'm talking to the sun.
You're talking to the sun. I'm like, I am. That's
I
where
can't
it's
shoot it more.
pointed. Yeah.
There you go. We got some sunshine.
Yeah. So thank you. We know that everything going on in the world right now is a lot, and
We
so
recognize our privilege.
we do. We recognize our privilege. We're very grateful, and we hope that our walkumentaries can just provide a bit of a respite from that, a little bit of a getaway, and time to check things out that maybe you wouldn't be able to see otherwise. Like Bacalar, there it is.
Yeah, we got a sailboat, jet ski, we got a tour boat, got another sailboat.
We got whatever that noise is in the background. It's all
There's
happening.
pirates lurking out there somewhere.
Somewhere there's pirates. Arr, not just us. And we are gonna go back, and I am gonna eat those enchiladas verdes with Swiss at, what was the place called again?
Aromas y sabores.
Oh, I'm so excited.
That's aromas and flavors.
Yeah, I get very excited about these things, so I'm very excited to go do that. Thank you very much.
Hasta pronto.
Hasta pronto. Have a lovely rest of your
And
day.
enjoy the video coming out today.
Yeah.